We got the essentials, you already know. Sugar-free Red Bull, some mosquito coils. Come on. So I'm over here in Home Depot. They got the little mask sign or something. You gotta wear a mask. Everybody in there's mask. They don't wear no damn mask, bro. Ornery. What's up, guys? Welcome back to Lean and Mean Academy. I am your host, Aaron Parker. Okay, where we talk about one truck, big profits. Got a bunch of emails, bunch of questions. Guys who getting in the course, want to congratulate you. We got a lot of local domination graduates, guys making big money off of some of these techniques, man. Had another guy, Scott Lett, who just scored a $2,900 deal on literally, I think like $3 or $6 in ad spend. That's insanity. I don't even know. Like look, guys, we have a few guys like that. That's not like common in the world. Okay, so just understand that. But if you're interested in starting your pressure washing business and getting it off the ground, taking it to the next level, 0 to 7K, click the link in the description below. There's over 300 people currently in that course around the world. A lot in Australia, a lot in Denmark, a lot in Canada, UK. Who knew? Cool. So got some questions coming through. Guys are bidding. I'm here at Home Depot. Just get me a little sugar-free Red Bull and some mosquito coils. Trying to run off some mosquitoes while I smoke my cigars. And who knew that mosquitoes were not scared of cigar smoke? Well, I'm gonna tell you, Tennessee mosquitoes, they ain't like them bio mosquitoes, but they still meaner than hell, I tell you that. Oh, yes, they did. And, all right, so I came over here, got me some mosquito coils, go into Home Depot. They got the mask ordinance. Well, you guys know Aaron's the most ornery pressure washer on YouTube. Fill in the blank. Yep. Not gonna do it. Don't comply. And how do you walk into Home Depot and not wear a mask? Because they got the freaking mask sign up. Okay? No, you gotta wear a mask. And a lady greeted me at the front, and they got a bunch of masks and hand sanitizer and shit out front. You know, bunch of stuff, bunch of accoutrements, just in case you forgot it. Just in case you forgot your obedience back in the bed at home. We got obedience here for you. How you do it? How do you avoid? You just mean mug everybody. You walk in with a mean mug, pissed. Fucking pissed. I ain't really pissed, but I walk in like I am. Man, where's your dang ball valves at? Y'all tell me where your damn ball valves at. In the game of life, in the game of negotiations, everybody's trying to turn the other person into the sheep. See, so Home Depot, they start here, and they're coming at me with a mask ordinance. Well, your boy just ups the level and comes down with the mean mug and tells them, you show me where your ball valves are at. They didn't have none, but that was just my way of skirting past it, all right? So that's what we're gonna talk about. Look, this whole game of life, all right, it's a big push-pull. Everybody, look, I'm gonna tell you, some of y'all don't think some people are working one over on you. And they are. They just finesse it, you see? But I'm the guy who's loud about it, right? And I get the target drawn on me. Your pastor got you all working over here for free under the Lord. Y'all, hey, come help the Lord out. Man, we've been helping the Lord out every week. Hey, hold on a second. This is some big work. Somebody needs to get paid for this. No, the Lord needs your help. He needs it on this work day. Come on. Hey, and some of that's good, all right? Some of it ain't, but some of it is, okay? It's all dependent on the intention, but it also, you don't know someone's intention until you can read through it, okay? And you can start seeing it for what it is. So, some of y'all are emailing me. I got like 3 emails this week. Guys are brand new. You know, they got Chris building the site for them, but they got their first bid, dude, the first big bid, all right? Big commercial bid. What should you do? Let me just mentally prep you. I am not the commercial Jedi. I got friends who are, but I'm going to tell you one thing. The new guy who doesn't know very much about pressure washing, when he gets that first commercial bid, and it's bigger than anything he's ever done, bigger than his grandma's house, bigger than his sidewalk that he done cleaned, right? Everybody got to start somewhere, okay? He gets these dollar signs. You remember Bugs Bunny? He's like, man, this will be $30,000 in 1 week. Looks over at his 4 gallon a minute. You and me, buddy, we're gonna do it. And the truth is, no, you're not with that. But if you do have the equipment, right, and you got the ability, and you know your way around it and how to not damage stuff, you're gonna have to approach these commercial prospects with an open mind and become very, what's called, emotionally outcome independent. We are outcome independent on the relationship. We do not allow the end or the result of this, the outcome of this, to determine our emotional state. We determine our own frame in the sales process, okay? So that's the first thing. Lose the cha-chings, all right? Because that'll start getting you worked every which way, and every guy who emails me has this same thing. He's like, I want to get the job, but I don't want to overbid, I don't want to underbid. Yeah, dude, welcome to the game, right? Welcome to the game. The only thing you can change is your approach to that. That's always going to be the variable. There's probably always going to be someone cheaper. There's always probably going to be someone who just doesn't know what they're doing. Like with me, early on, you know, they would have like a parking garage, dude, and I'd be like, yep, 40,000. And they would just like laugh at me because I didn't know what land I was marching into with commercial cleaning. Commercial cleaning is not like residential most of the time. Unless it's last minute construction cleanup, you may be able to get some higher tickets there. But commercial is usually built upon volume. It's usually built on a routine of coming back to do it again and again and again, hopefully, right? And sometimes, you know, guys will get it every 2 weeks. Guys will get these cleanings of these restaurant areas and stuff like that. And they're lower tickets, but it's about the volume. It's about that recurring business, okay? Here we go over the train tracks, okay? So, understand you got to detach yourself from the outcome and allow this to really be a learning experience for you in your business to figure out how this goes. So for me, there's a place where square footage starts to get thrown out of the window when it comes to flat work, and you start having to go into a day rate situation. If that weed eater throws a rock and hits my truck again, we gonna have an issue, cuz I don't know how it would do it again. I've already passed it. Bink! You get this job, you start understanding that, okay, it's a lot of square footage. So start understanding maybe how much square foot you can do in a day with your equipment. Some guys know that, right? If they've been in it a while, they understand that, okay? If you haven't, that's gonna be hard. If you got little baby equipment, it's gonna be really hard, dude, all right? But detach yourself emotionally from it, walk the property, you know, set the expectations with that customer, okay? Set them a much lower than what you plan to deliver, all right? And try to keep it to some easy substrates, all right? Try to reduce them into a place where you're not doing walls, you're not doing, you know, ceilings, or if you're doing garages or whatever, stick to the floor and figure out if you can actually get it done. If you don't have a hot water unit, it's gonna be a challenge, right? For some of these, if you got parking garages and stuff like that. But detach, lose the cha-ching eyes, all right? Go walk the property. Don't do this over the phone. You're brand new. You need to invest some time on site to understand where this is. And I just want you to bid it in a place like you don't want it. Don't overbid it. Don't be like me when I first started. You know, my bids, my high ticket selling when I first started was killing it in residential, all right? But when it came to commercial, it was laughable. I was so expensive. You know, I was like, man, that's gonna be $100K. And nah, that ain't what you gonna get on this. Guys would be like, that's gonna be 20,000. And you're like, oh, so they're banking on big equipment, make 20 grand a week, 80 grand a month. It's a happy day. You see what I'm saying? guys who just have that big equipment, it just is much, much, much faster. Okay, so he's doubling, tripling time. Okay, it's not the same as if you're using a little piece of equipment. You can't think of time with big equipment like you do with your little equipment. And if you've never been around big equipment for a month at least, you don't really understand the speed that is contained in that wash rig. When you develop a workflow with it, how fast you can move, you have no idea, all right? Especially if you're using like an X-Jet and you're dragging it around the yard and you're having to pull your washer around, some of the new guys, okay? So detach from the outcome, remove the Bugs Bunny eyes, all right? Be objective. You know, you're probably gonna sit somewhere between 10 cents to 15 cents tops in some of these areas with large amounts of square footage commercial. Some guys even go down below 10 cents, man. And I just say, if you're doing that, you better be doing a lot of work, because you better be spraying a lot of water in order to be profitable. But there's guys who do it. So be objective, you know, do some measurements, look at it on Google, figure that out, go walk the property, draw the bid up, make a nice proposal, and send it in. Just ship it. But you're like, well, Aaron, the anxiety that hits me when I'm on, yes, you feel like an idiot. You're walking the property. You don't know which way to go. You don't know, should I measure this? Should I measure that? What should I measure? I understand. Just measure, possibly, as good as you can, what they told you they wanted cleaned. That's as much as you can do when you get started, okay? The key here is that you ship the deal. So don't put a lot of an emotional weight on it. And don't spend a ton of time on it, okay? Like spend enough time to where you're clear and concise in what you're gonna deliver. The key is gonna be your communication on the front end, your communication during the bidding process with whoever your point of contact is, and the communication after the bid has been submitted, okay? Those can make a big separation with a rookie who doesn't really kind of know what he's doing, doesn't know what needs to be in the proposal. He's just flinging it out there. Communicate, see how you can facilitate, mention some exposures and liabilities that you see in the process while you're there, and just be clear and concise on what you can and cannot deliver. There's something called a damaging admission, and it is a powerful tool. What I recommend you using it here with commercial properties in the sales process is telling them everything that's not going to happen, right? Don't approach it with trying to woo them. Approach it with almost trying to run them off. You're not trying to run them off. But what I mean by that is you're like, that's not going to come out. That's not going to come out. That's not going to come out. That calcite's not going to come off unless you want us to remove it. That's a completely separate chemical. That rust, we can remove it. Won't put that in the bid unless you really want that removed, right? Like, there's certain things that you need to allow them to understand, that you're not just going to oversell and be like, it's gonna look perfect. They are aware it's not gonna look perfect. It's not new. They're not trying to make it look perfect. They're trying to check a box on their budget sheet. That ability, and they feel trusting in you, you'll probably get the deal, okay? But don't worry about it if you don't, dude. There's gonna be plenty, so don't put so much weight on this moment, okay? Hey, like this video, subscribe if you're digging the channel. If you're new in pressure washing, welcome to the land of spring water, baby. Glad you're here. Wash-a-thon is happening September. We're gonna have some more details. Stay tuned for all of you young bucks, old bucks, new bucks, whoever. Get ready and get ready to have a great time, dude. Had an excellent group last time. Guys are out there. The guys who came to that event are out there killing it now. We got guys doing $4,000 and $5,000 house washes now. It's really good. Now they're in a certain part of the country, blah blah blah. Everybody's got an excuse about why they can't win. So get ready. Wash-a-thon's coming at you guys. All right, stay tuned.